Well folks, this is their second half of the video, and in this case what we're going to do is head that way down to the lake, Lake Ontario, where Niagara River empties into the lake. We'll get some nice views down there. I think you'll really enjoy it. And then we'll slowly start heading home with some stops along the way. We're going to see a great little fruit stand that we visit whenever we can, and the Brock Monument, the world famous Brock Monument. Why don't you join us? Let's go. Let's go. Earlier I was talking about bed and breakfasts. Here's a good example of one. Lovely place. Another bed and breakfast undergoing renovations. Proud Canadian, elbows up. Here we come to Lake Ontario, the start of Lake Ontario. The first newspaper, 1793, Upper Canada Gazette, or American Oracle, the first newspaper in what is now Ontario. First issue, April 18th, 1793. Cool. So to set you up, over here is actually the Niagara River. Niagara Falls is about 10 kilometers that way. And over on the other side, that's USA, and that is, I think it's called Fort Lewiston, US Fort. And of course on this side we had Fort George, which was the British fort. And then of course we have Lake Ontario. And hopefully the camera picks it up. But way in the distance over here, that's Toronto. Bit of a drive. It took us about an hour and a half to get here, so a clear view. And eventually, if you head that way, you'll come to the St. Lawrence River and then onto the Atlantic. Nice and peaceful. Sailboat out, another one docked in the distance. A nice fresh day. Usually there are boats out, but for some reason, not today. And here we have the Niagara River Regatta. Maybe I'm exaggerating a tad, but people out in their sailboats. They're all similar, so maybe it's a school of some sort. Not a fish school, but a educational school, training school. You tell me. There's a little red boat, I guess, herding them, like a sheepdog with sheep. larger sailboat yacht heading out into the lake for a mid-afternoon cruise. And start to prepare ourselves to... Yes, dangerous looking motorcycle gangs invading the town. There's a lot of them. I'm not sure what's going on. Must be something special. Maybe a show or so. Nice upstairs patio, or a dining patio if you want. Guess take us back to the 1880s with the horse-drawn carriages and of course the cell phones.
Looking to go for a ride?
Yeah.
We have the
And this here, we're going to do a drive-by, is Fort George, which was the British version. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Hopefully there are no police around. But yeah, this was the British side of the Niagara River. And here we're coming up to our favorite fruit stand. There are a couple of others, but we find this is by far the best. They actually sell stuff from their own farm rather than, well, okay, I won't go there, from the other place. Please do not handle or pick the fruit. Apricots still a few weeks away. But I can see why the sign is here. So tempting. So tempting. Actually, maybe almost ready.
That is $21.40. There you go. Okay.
Well, I guess the apricots are ready.
I think so. You think
Bless you.
The homestead there. So here we are at the Queenston Heights Park. Over there is the turnabout, and actually on the other side of the turnabout is the border with the on the Canadian side of the river. Over there is the Brock Monument. We'll go see that in a moment. But most importantly, right now, there's the public washroom. Critical if you're down this way. So this here is the Brock Monument, named after, as we said before, General Brock, hero supposedly of the Battle of Queenston Heights. Where the Americans came across the river there, climbed the heights, and the battle took place all in here. We're going to do a separate video just all on that. I think you'll find it probably very interesting. And if you're full of energy, not claustrophobic, don't fear heights, it's actually quite a walk. Nice walk. Well, actually it's not a nice walk, but once you get up to the very top, it's a great view of the area. And if you're hungry, there's the Queenston Heights restaurant. Funny hours, you'll have to check, but they do a nice brunch and a nice lunch. Definitely worth a return visit. Usually when we're here, we'll spend maybe an hour and a half or so. There's picnic areas over on the other side, very relaxing. And so ends our day and our video. We hope you liked it. See you next time.